UTEP, Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech, 7-point home favorites, 50 the total. Is also a Tuesday night game here in Conference USA. UTEP, you look at them and you thought, boy, off the bye week, they get hammered by Sam Houston. Following week, they get hammered by Western Kentucky. Maybe this team's just not going to show a pulse. I don't know if they showed a pulse or did they take advantage of Kewan Jenkins' injury, because as I said, the Jones and Carlson, the two other quarterbacks for FIU, what were they, 10 for 17 with 3 interceptions? Pretty bad. They couldn't run the football. Give UTEP's run defense credit. The run defense was pretty solid, and UTEP's run game was very strong as well with Javon Jackson. And I think that was the difference. And like with the game we just talked about with Sam Houston, if Sam Houston can run the football, they can have success. If UTEP is going to have any sort of success offensively here, they have to be able to run the football, I think, to be able to have success. And when you look at Louisiana Tech on the defensive side of the football, it's a Louisiana Tech team that's actually been pretty solid against the run. Skylar Locklear was the quarterback last week for UTEP. Cade McConnell was ruled out due to injury. He was solid, 14 for 23. A lot of it, though, was support of a great ground game, though, against FIU last week. The ground game worked, and it took a lot of pressure off Locklear. If he's got to throw the ball more, and La Tech does have solid run defense numbers, will they be able to have success? That's going to end up being the question. Meanwhile, you look at Louisiana Tech. While I've got questions about the UTEP offense and the run game working, is this a team I want to lay 7 with, Louisiana Tech? Not really. I mean, other than beating down a wretched Middle Tennessee team, this team laying points hasn't been that great at all. They lose outright against Tulsa laying points. They lose outright at Florida International laying points. The one time they laid points and covered was that Middle Tennessee State game. And then last week, 12-point road favorites at New Mexico State. They lose 33-30. Hell of a football game that was. Back and forth, crazy ending, went to overtime, and Louisiana Tech falls. If UTEP showed me a little pulse, and they actually get a win out of it too, not just that they showed some life and they competed, they got their first win of the year, maybe a little bounce in their step. I get it. They're 0-4 on the road this year, UTEP, and on the road, they've been blasted by double digits in every game. Yeah. But I don't trust Louisiana Tech laying 7. I think if I had to, I'd play the dog here. CMAC, what do you think here? UTEP, La Tech.
Another beauty here midweek. But you can find stuff as we get in this. And even tomorrow, I'll look into maybe even trying to get a prop if I find something in this game. Yeah, UTEP, we already hit on it. Locklear was solid. They got the running game going. And they were at home. You hit it right there before. The 0-4 on the road just kind of keeps me at a pause. The one game I ended up taking, as much as I kind of said Monday, but as I sat there, the one spot where New Mexico State had done well was at home, man. So I was like, as much as I ragged Tony Sanchez, I go, I'm going to take these 12.5 points. And they were able to get it done. And that La Tech defense on the road, the two quarterbacks, Nunez even had 50. They had 200 passing yards. They ran it. They ran for about 160, 165 on La Tech. But now they're back at home. This is the better spot for them. I mean, Bullock is what he is. I mean, what was he? 22 of 41. 233.
He's been solid.
He's been solid. You want to lay a touchdown? They are at home. I think they're the team here. And can you take anything off that UTEP win from home? Because when they've gone on the road and anytime else, this team's just been so flat. It's been crazy. I don't know if this is enough to even look at the dog. And I don't know if I can look at La Tech at 7.5.
I might consider with the over here, UTEP plays slow. Louisiana Tech has slowed things down. Well, actually, they were a little bit. They go back and forth. They speed it up at times, but they can go slow as well. But the fact remains, UTEP defensively is still not very good. Louisiana Tech offensively, I think, a little bit better than their defense. They kind of showed that last week with the New Mexico State loss. I mean, giving up 33 points to New Mexico State is not very good. So I maybe get there with over 49.5, 50. It's a low enough number.
UTEP's got to do their part. Yeah. I think in that is the key. If they could score, if they score 20, I think it maybe could, but I don't know if that's in the cards.
Well, they gave up 40.
La Tech's dominated the series.
There's no doubt. I'll tell you what, I was on the over in the last UTEP road game at Western Kentucky. They gave up 44. So I think there's a chance maybe this one can get up and over the total here.